Alright, BobalosRex here, and it's finally time. What's going on with 11.2? So, I can't actually show you on the PTR, but I'm just going to go over everything that's going on in 11.2 for everyone here. So, we got the Zone and Dungeons of Caresh post. I'm going to be linking all these posts in the description so you can check them out on your own. And then the last post is the 11.2 Wowhead Guide overview. Alright. So, we got Caresh, the new zone. Some people are saying it's a little small. I think it's alright size. There are some stuff that hold it back. But basically, you got a new rep in Tazesh, the Trust, a new Renown that you're going to grind up. You got new weeklies. You got rares. You got treasure. You got lore stuff. Alright. But one of the things that is missing is there's no races, skywriting races, and there's no pet battles and stuff. You know, there's new ores, there's new herbs, but all you do with them is turn them into a vendor over here. Now, I did mention the weekly, so there's going to be the new weekly up here at the Eco Dome. You do that weekly, then you got the Warrants down over here. You got Devourers, you got a World Boss, and all that good stuff. Alright. Same old, normally what we get for zones anyways. It's not breaking any new ground, but we're in space. You're flying around. The skybox in the zone is great. I do think the Ecodome quests are kind of cool. The warrants are kind of standard. But once you do the first little week of quest line, you're going to be getting a cloak. And now what the cloak does is it basically gives you a purple version of the zone, which gives it more lore items, more rares, and basically you do need that to complete some of the weeklies here. And it also gives you another weekly for these untethered coins. Now there, you're going to be able to do a vendor. It's got pets, mounts, all that good stuff. So overall, it's a full zone. It is missing the two things I mentioned, skywriting races and pet battles. They kind of hold it down a bit, alright? They bring it down a bit. But the new hub, Tazesh, is great. I love it. The faction is great. Here's some of the pictures of the zone here if you want to get a better look of it. And of course, the legendary cloak, alright? Now, you are going to be upgrading it over the weeks, but there's catch-up. So after the first 4 weeks, as we level this up, unlock some new stuff, some stuff in Delves, some extra goodies in the Phase world, the untethered space. But it is an artifact cloak, but there's catch-up. So once the 4 weeks are up, you can do alts, do like weeklies and stuff, and get the thread that upgrade the cloak. Now, there is also going to be a socket for it, okay, where you put in the stats that you want. But overall, you're going to get the new cloak right off the bat, and then you'll upgrade it. Alts will be able to get the cloak. There's a skip, and then you'll just upgrade by doing weeklies on them. Easy peasy. Then there's the new dungeon. Now, I'm going to talk more about the dungeon and raid stuff in a bit, but the new dungeon is looking good. It's a 3-boss dungeon, so it should be going really quick. And also, this post tells us the item levels. So we do know in the first week, the new pool of Mythic Plus are going to be there, but you can't do M Plus yet. But you can do base Mythic in most of the dungeons. More on that later. So in that first week, you're going to be wanting to do Mythic for that champion piece of gear for the new season. Alright? So that includes all the Mythic dungeons other than one. They're also doing the new Waystone update for M+, so that will be good. Now, let's talk about it. So it's August 5th, 2 weeks away. Let's get into the other stuff. So we got Caresh, I already talked about. Ecological Succession, that's the weekly. That's the new dungeon, new story quest. Again, we're going to get the first 3 chapters, the final chapter the next week, which will lead into the raid, and then the epilogue. In the first week, you'll get the Reshi Reps and Phase Diving. and then the new delve. There will be a new delve, just one new delve, that actually takes you into a Dragonflight dungeon. But the new delve is decent. It's just nothing new, really. And you do get new powers in delves through the Rishi Wrap upgrade. That's what a lot of those powers for the delves are in. And then on Season 3 will begin on August 12th, the week after, so 3 weeks away. And that will have the new raid. That will be when Season 3 begins proper. That means M plus, new PvP area will unlock. So that will be, there's the PvP island. The new weekly, they're saying, is basically going to drop the second week. And then Tazesh hard mode. So they were saying this was going to be in at launch, but it's not. Okay? So they're showing off the world tier, return to Tazesh, new raid. So we got the M plus dungeon pool here. Halls of Atonement, Arkara, the Dawnbreaker, Priory of the Sacred Flame, Operation Floodgate, and then the new dungeon. And then Tazesh, alright, is split up into 2 parts for M+. Alright? But it has a base full Mega Dungeon version, okay, that will unlock, that gives extra loot, okay? And then on the island, they're going to have, if you're war mode, you're going to get a new world quest to kill people on the island, beat them up. You'll be getting this new campsite, basically after the intro. So that's really nice. Now, let's go over the season stuff. I'm linking all these posts. So the week of August 5th, campaign chapter 1 through 3. 1 through 3 will get you the Rishi Wrap. Dungeons. Dungeons on normal, heroic, and mythic 0 difficulties, excluding Tazesh. So no Tazesh in the first week. Delves, all tiers, but no bountiful delves or keys. So you can't get keys, and you can't do delves. Okay? But you can unlock the delve tiers, so you're ready for Season 3, is what I'm imagining, right? Maybe we'll stop the wait. Then you got the new world boss, Reshinor the Untethered. They're saying the world boss will be up, so that will be good. That will be a champion piece of loot, so that will be really good in that first week. And then Great Vault Credit begins. So, you'll want to get some delves done, so you can get a Great Vault. You want to get some Mythic Zeros done, so you'll get a Vault. You know, of course, you can do your weeklies for that Vault as well. And on week the 12th of August, alright, so that's the second week, Campaign Chapter 4 and War Within Epilogue. So that's going to be huge for people who do the final chapter and then complete the raid. Maybe even without the raid, you can get the epilogue, which will be good. And then Raid Season 3 begins. The raid is open. Raid Finder Week 1, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic. Of course, the raid Race to World first. Mythic Plus Season 3 begins. Tazesh, Street of Wonder, and Soloi's Gambit. All difficulties in Tazesh, the Veiled Market Hard Mode difficulty become available. Remember, you get bonus loot. Gonna want to check that out. Season 3 PvP begins. Delves, Bountiful Delves and Keys Challenge Boss. That's when Kaiveza will be available. New levels and curios for Bran. So that's when you'll be able to get Bran leveled up to level 100 and get his new curios, because you're gonna have to deck him out again. New season, new stuff for him, and then you'll be able to get your first Great Vault. All right. Then we got week of August 19th. That'll be when the story mode and Raid Finder week 2, and then week of the 26th, Raid Finder week 3. You got the big old man himself. You got the new Raid Renown. There's going to be a new Raid Renown. It's 15 levels, so it's shorter and sweeter. All right. Then you got the new dungeon, all that stuff. They go over all the stuff I just mentioned again. Talk about the delve, the city, and then there's the new world boss. Alright, he's going to be out there hanging out. New PvP island on the 12th. And then they also show all the outfits here. Alright, so you can take a look at all the tiers. I've already looked at all the tiers here. And then they go over all the PvP rewards for the new season as well down here. But they don't show it. Alright. And then we got the proper raid reveal page here. Again, I'm going to link it. Showing off all the stuff in the raid. Look at all these bosses. And then Big Boy himself. All the achievements. And then the rewards. Alright. So, Unbound Star Eater. For defeating him on Mythic. And then this one is the ahead of the curve one right here. Alright, and then you got the Cosmic Hearthstone toy and all that stuff. And then, of course, I will be linking the Wowhead overview. Now, there is a few things that I want to mention that wasn't in any of these. So what else is going on? Slash Lean. You are going to be getting new recipes. Those come from the Renown. Alright. Then we got the new bank updates. You want to be ready for the new bank updates. And the new Brewfest mount that was added, we don't know when that's going to be up. Expect that in Brewfest time. More on that when we get Brewfest actually in the game, then we'll know how to actually get it. And that's the patch. That's what's going on. It's just new patch, new area. Not a bunch of extra stuff, but it's the new season, and that's what's going to be hype. I can't wait to do the raid. I can't wait to get the new cloak. There's a skip already involved, so you're going to be able to get that done on alts. And I'm going to go over more about what to do first in that own video. But that's what's going on in the patch. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.